Welcome back to the Humble Healer podcast with Dr. Quang Lei, family physician. And in this episode, we will be talking about the partner relationship part three. It's time to date your spouse or partner. And in the previous episodes, we talked about the difference between men and women approach to relationship to improve understanding about the opposite sex perspectives. And the second part of this series, I talked about how to cultivate connection or improve connection with your partners. And in this third episode, we will talk. We'll be talking about it's time to date your spouse or partner on a regular basis. And this is part of that effort to improve connection with your partners or your spouses. Thank you for checking in with this program, and it's created to motivate and empower the community to invest in their own wellness and to improve personal and professional fulfillment, as well as to improve longevity, health, happiness, and resilience. So there is a research published by the Marriage Foundation. And by the way, this article came from a Yahoo News. And when I read it, I thought it was very interesting and a good resource for any couple counseling that I had for my patients. So this research published by the Marriage Foundation with survey couples over a 10-year span found that those who had date nights once a month had the greatest likelihood of staying together over the decade. And they explained that dating your spouse or partners allows you to step outside of your mundane daily roles as a parent, a worker, a caregiver, cleaner up the kitchen, and so on. Dating your spouse reminds you that beyond all those tasks, you're two people who chose to share life together because you enjoy each other's company. And when you are dating, not only you're maintaining your relationship, you're actively nurturing it. We talked about previous episode how we should approach our relationship with our life partners as a tree, and that tree needs to be nurtured on a daily basis and supported. And the tree will grow and get taller, provide shades, juicy fruits for everyone involved, but it needs to be nurtured just like anything else in order to grow and provide support. So date night allow one to talk to each other, and this have been shown to improve marital success. The biggest challenge to any married couple, especially those with children and a busy life, is maintaining romance and passion. And going on dates with your spouse or partner will provide this opportunity to experience the version of our spouse with whom we fell in love, confident, relaxed, put together, as opposed to the more stressed and sensory overloaded versions of ourselves that many people become at home. And when we step out of our home and our everyday selves, we can recapture our own romantic energy. Dating doesn't only help you as a couple, it also benefits the entire family. There is a licensed marriage and family therapist who reported that she finds that her clients argue less frequently when they start weekly date nights. Children are more observant than we think. I have four girls, so they are very observing and sensitive to my own interaction with my wife, and they can sense a negative interaction a mile away, and naturally they don't like that, and vice versa. When they see us interacting positively, lovingly, affectionately, you can tell that makes them happier. A happy marriage will create a more harmonious household, so it will be beneficial for the whole family. So how do we approach spousal dating or partner dating? This is the not to do list here on spousal dating. No kids, number one. Date night is about stepping out of your parent roles, and you make a pact to leave all kid center conversation at home, and absolutely no kids on a date. Then that would not be called spousal dating anymore. No work. This is not a time to get your phone or emails or work related rants, things like that. This is time to reconnect as a couple. So enjoy your time together, just the two of you. And this means be present and be mindful at the moment, and be grateful that you have that time to spend with each other instead of letting your mind wander about work. No admin, meaning no paperwork, no billing discussion about the house bills, home repairs, things like that. The date night conversation should focus on your hopes, fears, dreams, interests, pop culture, or even fun, lighthearted topics. This time should feel like a break from your day to day, not an extension of it. We get lost in the weed of the household administration, the things that used to make you light up around each other just get buried. So no household talk about billing and things like that. How to make the most of your date. Here are some of the small steps that one can take to kickstart this important dating ritual with your spouse or partner. Number one, start small. If you're struggling to make date night happen, aim for something that you maybe wouldn't typically consider a date. If money is tight, keep that startup cost low by having a picnic lunch instead of going out to eat. Or you can have a date night with your spouse and make popcorn at home, and you can just stream something from Netflix or multiple other streaming channels out there and save money on gas and movie tickets and so on, like since you have a good time. And another good thing is that you can pause a movie anytime if you run into a topic that's worth discussing with your spouse. You can also go for a walk. You can take the dogs for a walk or hike. So there are many, many things that you can do while not having to spend a lot of time, a lot of money. Just have to be creative about that. Make it a routine. Number two, planning ahead is easy. If you know date night is every Friday or on some other regular schedule, so make your calendars and stick to it. Being consistent with it helps make it a goal that can be pushed aside. This is important to make it a priority, just like any other priority in your life. For childcare, you can see if you can find another family to swap childcare with. And one of the biggest obstacles is to make date night consistent is the cost. So rather than shouting out money for sitter every week, team up with another set of parents so you know that you can trade off. And hopefully they will believe in the date nights as much as you do. And so you can swap that duty with other parents. And number three, number four, take turn. Date night is all well and good if it doesn't become a burden on one partner and the benefit of the other. So partners should take turns planning the outing, and the planner should focus on what the other partner will enjoy. Part of the date night magic is feeling that you being to make the other person happy, and similar to the early stage of your dating. So bring that back and don't let that get lost in your long-term relationship. Number five, talk it out. Ask each other deep questions to find out what's going on behind the scenes. Laugh together as you remember the old jokes or funny times, but also you should not avoid heavy topics or discussion. And we talk about previous episode about discussing about a disagreement. Approach each subject with respect and with active listening and compassion, and try to fully understand the others. Once you come up with a united problem solving skill, then this will bring you and your spouse even closer together. Number six, surprise them. Try an unexpected act of kindness, like surprising your partner with flowers or bring them a new place to try. This is time to try something new. Um, and sometimes routine can get boring after a while. So spontaneity will keep things interesting. And number seven, step outside of your comfort zone. Passion is sustained by a little bit of tension, a little bit unfamiliarity, and perhaps try wearing something different than what you usually wear. Adding element of newness will breathe a new life and excitement into a marriage. Try something that you haven't tried before, but make sure that you know that's something that your partner may be interested in. One of the previous topic I talked about to cultivate connection is intimacy. That's another topic that I probably will explore in the future because that is an important part of marriage and any long-term relationship. Exploring new, exciting things in physical intimacy can be can bring a lot more excitement to any relationship and promote both physical and emotional connection. So that's something that you certainly can talk to your spouse about trying new things with physical intimacy. So in conclusion, dating your spouse is very invaluable for the marriage, for the relationship, to a partner that you plan to be with lifelong. So invest in that relationship. And if you have kids or any other responsibility, make sure you can be creative about finding and making that time to spend together. Dating your spouse again is worth the time and the investment. This is a time to reconnect, and it could be over tacos or your favorite food truck, a home cooked meal together. Just the two of you rediscovering why you got together in the first place. So I hope you find this piece helpful, and after finishing listening to this, hope you start making a date with your spouse or your partners for next Friday, perhaps, or next weekend. And let me know how it goes. And I hope that you both will have a good time. Take care.